Ohio State had been fighting back all day long. Down 17 so early in this one. Took the lead briefly, and only to see Illinois try to regain its dominance with 7 unanswered, a lead by 5, and then the Buckeyes returned with another flurry.
Just showed a lot of grit and toughness. I thought the game was maybe out of control there early, Jim, but they have fought back into this game. Have a chance here in overtime.
What's the strategy here?
Illinois, obviously, with Coburn on the floor. He's got to get some touches. They've been out of sync offensively, attributable to great defense. Whoops, a little premature elevation.
I think for Ohio State, you got to put Coburn in high pick and roll.
Oh, absolutely.
And attack the big guy, try to get that 5th foul.
Showing, he's got the detail. The sumo, empty side here.
Get it to the far side. Carbelo's jumper drops.
Talk about confidence
He really exudes it.
12 for the game. Go with 6 rebounds and 5 assists.
I think Swing's a guy that can do some damage if it breaks down because of the size differential.
Trying to get Coburn.
Could have been a
for
foul
fifth.
right there.
Yeah, trying. Gonna attack him again. Liddell fade away, too strong.
Look at this hustle by Towns.
A huge play. He didn't really have the angle on, and there's a foul on Frazier. So Towns kept the possession alive.
We talked about that intentional walk yesterday. Just mark these two down with this kid Walker. 91% from the free throw line, but just a little anticipation here with the touch. He's trying to close out and have some impact.
But I like the set that Chris Holtman had. He put Liddell at the elbow and let him go one-on-one, trying to draw that foul on Kofi. Chris Holtman, one of the best coaches in the country, scoring after timeouts.
Big thing down the other end too now. Corbella, the last trip they had those sumo running the point. This time, Corbella.
You said it best. Are they going to go inside?
Yeah, why not? Usually big guy.
Not a great free throw shooter, as you said, though.
Looking for him.
Nice duck in by the big guy. And a good foul. Good foul by Suing.
Suing reaching in.
But I like that, not posting him up, getting him in movement. Great pass inside from Frazier. Duck in, gathers himself, goes up. Almost had a chance to put that in for a 3-point play. Now has to earn him at the line.
Over 3 of 7 today from the line. 55% on the season.
Now you know both teams that he's not on top of his game on the free throw line. So on this second one, you got to be ready. You got to be ready to squeeze your guy if you're Ohio State, and obviously maybe get a piece of it. Williams is one of those guys too. They might get a hand on it and tip it out.
Sometimes the offensive players will cross.
True.
In the lane.
I got it. Good job.
Towns says to Sue, I got it.
A lot of coaches in practice with free throw situations cost people mightily at the end of games.
So an empty trip it turns out to be for the Illini.
Empty side. Who is settled here?
Dell.
I would have liked to see him go on a bounce.
They had an empty side too, the triple drive. Keep going. Kofi's got to really duck in, I think.
I think Corbello here, his penetration, getting into the paint, creating opportunities.
Look at this shape up.
Here he is again. Coburn goes outside, goes sumo, and it's going to be a foul on Ohio State.
And a little step in there, nice little slide by.
I like that Kofi didn't force it right there, finding his running mate right. And DeSumo attacking. Towns upset with the call, but it was the right play.
3rd foul on Towns.
%78% free throw shooter, as you note there. Confident kid.
I like him attacking.
Yeah.
Driving, getting to the paint, making things happen.
You watch him play, he has consistently just great games. This has not been one of his best. He's 5 for 16 from the field today. 14 points, 8 rebounds, but 5 turnovers. One of 2 this time.
A lot of those misses attributed to Ohio State's defense too, Jim. Really solid, nitty-gritty. They're looking for their main guy, and this will be Toys.
Gonna drive in on him. Back to go over Coburn.
How about the elevation? Boy, no quitting his game.
Buckeyes by 1. Curbelo wraparound pass stolen by Washington.
Does that, leaves his feet once in a while.
Yeah, there was no one there, but red jerseys. Career high 32 for Washington.
Hide and seek with Walker here.
It's that high screen, re-screen.
And he likes to toy with guys.
Been short all day on these shots.
Good ball, Jim. Doesn't have the legs, really. And Greg was saying like attack. I would agree with that.
2 minutes to go in overtime.
A lot of guys standing up straight. Dell's got to do his homework early now. Defensively.
Dosunmu looks up, sees 7 on the shot. There he is, jumper.
Just look at that rebound.
Snags it.
And they just wrapped him up. Didn't even allow him to get into his shot.
Liddell.
Oh, smart.
Absolutely.
2 guys trying to block him out. Kofi able to grab it and wrap him up, make him go to the free throw line.
Where he's
Earnest
now
too.
3 of 9, Grant, including just 1 of his last 7. They're going to have a video review here, Rav.
Look at these 2. They are characters. As mentioned before now, take the shooter, squeeze. There's only 1 on the lane for Illinois. Sort of surprising in a way. I know you don't want to go over the top, but there you go.
Nothing wrong with that stroke.
Oh, very good.
You always feel better after making that first one.
Hey, Carbelo's in there giving some advice already.
Pumping the big fella up.
Now to break the tie.
How about that?
All right.
Must be something he said.
He likes to be frozen out by his own coach.
Yeah.
Got to get back to Washington at some point.
Here he is.
Nice double team on Washington.
Downs can shoot it. So again, a little late ball screen.
5 to shoot. 3 players around him.
There you go.
Oh, he lost it on the way to the hole.
Right read, just couldn't execute.
Absolutely.
Had an open lane.
No question. Now keep moving if you're Illinois. Eventually give it to the big fella unless you get a little blow by off the ball screen.
Curbelo, he got
Soft
open.
Soft spot.
Wow.
Clever.
That ball handling, it just got everybody off balance. Wide open jumper. And a 3-point lead at 84. 81 for Illinois. Timeout, Ohio State.
And the payback by the little guy with the big time ticker. The fumbleitis here. Woo. And all of a sudden at the other end, you did it to us, we're going to do it to you. A little payback. Sweet delivery. Remember, big time.
Again, Illinois trying to win this tournament title for the first time since '05.
And Jim, I'd like to see Walker involved here with suing, to be honest with you. And then as an alternate, here we go, a little post up.
Good double team right there by Curbelo.
Oh, it got away from him. Over read it to Walker.
And he sniffed that out. Saw him earlier in the game.
But he could have got more out of that, don't you, Grant?
We saw Sewing be able to take advantage of that matchup. Curbelo came over, a quick trap, forcing that turnover.
With possession, 3 in front in overtime.
I would stretch the game out now. I would run a trap, maybe one pass, dive, and stretch the game out if you have to. Pretty good D right here. Smart.
Bell comes out high with it. Splits in between 2 Buckeyes with ease.
Yeah, you got to give it.
And he gets bumped by Sewing.
Wasted a few seconds.
Illinois is smart to get the ball
to the right guy.
4th on Sewing.
He is speedy and goes so fast. Once in a while, he forgets the ball.
These are big free throws here. If he makes one of these, it's a 2-possession game.
I still believe you go for 2 at the other end, though. Really attack. And generally, you may get a 3 on the attack, 2 on a kick out. You miss 3, it might be over.
I agree. Don't settle. Attack. Be aggressive, coach. And still, Illinois, now a 2-possession game. You still want to defend. No token defense here, but be smart and not foul.
Got them both.
And if you do pick up, just don't let a guy turn the corner and blow by. And then backing it off.
Last 6 points to Illinois. 30 seconds to go. Washington.
Didn't need it. Didn't need it.
It's going the other way. Foul on the Buckeyes.
Here, Coburn, who we know has struggled from the free throw line here, 5 of 11. If he misses 1 or 2, you still be aggressive, attack. Try to get a quick 2, maybe possibly a 3 on a kick out, as you said earlier.
This is where I like Walker having the ball, Grant. And he's just really constructive in his approach on that offensive end.
But he is on a hot streak.
Well,
that's 3 in a row.
Well, I'll tell you.
Jim, look at these guys. Excuse me, Grant. Isn't that a great shot? Arm in arm on the sideline.
You said earlier the similarity to Shaq. Shaq used to say, I make them when they count.
Heck of Shaq, huh?
You know what that shows you, Bill, how much they wanted this after they felt like they were wronged. Even though everybody had agreed to the percentage rule for the regular season, they wanted to come to Indianapolis and prove that they were the best in the Big Ten this year.
Do you think it'll come up at the press conference?
Oh, you know it.
Red touched on it a little in our Zoom. That's how you got your 3, though.
Towns got it down to 3.
How about that? That's how you get the 3, though. You got to collapse the D, and then you may kick it out and get an opportunity.
Now they take off on a sprint.
And then step back because there's a better outlet. You don't have a choice of who to foul here. A good giveaway, although Jallo, I guess they were going to do another trap before they foul.
I had not seen that before.
Yeah, they've run it. They've run it. A lot of guys have emulated that, and it's pretty clever.
It is.
The guy with the ball can't run inbounds, by the way. I don't know if you
might remember J.D. Collins this week.
Yeah. It looked like the run and shoot.
The inbound passer.
J.D. Collins foreshadowed that a little bit this week in our seminar about setting up that way. So look out for it. He was right on. Head of the NCAA tournament officiating. So 2 coming up again for Dosunmu. 14 seconds to go. Makes it a 2-possession game.
Expect Walker to have the ball in his hands and try to penetrate.
And sprint up there, right?
I think Illinois, you want to stay at home with shooters.
You run them off the line. Heck of a game, though.
Heck of a tournament. I mean, just take Ohio State, all the close battles it's been in. 2nd overtime game for the Buckeyes in 3 days.
A little full court, but they're going to back this up. You don't want to speed dribbler like this blowing by you.
Walker. Back out. Liddell, 7 seconds.
That's sort of the
foul on Grandison there. This game here today personifies just that. These teams will be ready. Fun to watch.
Towns to shoot 2.
We've seen crazy finishes here this time of year, so
I'm trying to figure out a scenario. I'll follow your lead. Towns and a foul pulled down by Williams. He's fouled with 3.8. But the margin is 4.
Crowd's starting to feel a little bit. nice to have an audience. There'll be some jubilation on that sideline. A little dancing in that locker room, too.
You know, going into March Madness, having that winning experience, that momentum for a team like this with this type of talent. Watch out. Watch out, guys.
Jim, they brought cards, Pelotons, all sorts of things to amuse themselves, keep themselves.
It is a close bunch. It really is.
And they expect to be here for a long time.
They could be right back on this floor, as you're going to use all these different venues in the Hoosier State, but Final Four and championship is going to be right here, right on this very hardwood. And it would not be surprising at all to see this Illinois team in that position on that floor again. Folks, if you hadn't seen them before, they are loaded. They are going to be something to watch. Selection show just seconds away as Walker puts up the last shot. It counts to make the margin 3. 91-88. Illinois is the Big Ten tournament champion. For Bill Raftery, Grant Hill, Tracy Wilson, Gene Steratore, Jim Nance saying so long. Hey folks, let the madness begin.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.